doing?
Hi, Joey.
Good afternoon. Don't worry, be happy. The Oilers were here about 3 years ago. You remember me standing up here? You're afraid of, oh, we got this guy again. He's going to start talking, and he's going to keep talking. The air conditioning's going to go down. We never had air conditioning 3 years ago. We were about 105, and you guys all wanted to get out of here. All right? The only reason I'm up here now, we've made a lot of improvements to this place. We have air conditioning. We have heat. We have a board of directors that really works. And I'm not going to bore you. I'm not going to introduce them. They've got the orange shirts on. Somewhere along the line, you'll meet them. Some of us.
Some have different colors.
Can't say anything. She's the president. I've got to be good. The only reason I'm up here, I want to show you the biggest improvement that I think is going to be, we've got a real professional MC. And I want to tell you something about him because he's too modest and he won't tell you himself. We're very happy to have with us and honored to have Scott Petoniak with us. If you followed Scott's career, 1973 graduate of Rome Free Academy, played football. His favorite sport was baseball. Loved the game of baseball. Great worker, great guy. I hired him as a painter one year at Franklin's Field. Thank God he went into journalism. When he went on, he's a first-class journalist, started his career with the Rome Daily Sentinel, moved on with the Utica Daily Press, moved to Rochester with the Rochester Democrat Chronicle. He has covered Olympics. He's covered the Sabres. He's covered Joe Kelly. He's covered Super Bowls. He's been with Muhammad Ali. He's been to Olympics. He's been all over the world. He's written 30 books. He wouldn't tell you that stuff. So without further ado, you won't hear any more from me, I promise. We're going to keep the air conditioning on. Let's have a big hand, our MC, Scott Petoniak.
It's great to be back here. I was really honored, when they asked me to come back and do this. My timing's not good because I'm in the middle of 2 books right now, but actually it's probably a good relief to get back. And it's great. I've already started reminiscing about varsity baseball and how we came so close to winning the sectional championship in my senior year with Randy Williams, who was a junior at the time. And so I'm sure there's going to be a few more stories we're going to be telling before the night's through. And I was struck when I was going over and prepping the script and so forth for tonight and this afternoon as well. So many connections I have with people, like even indirectly. Joe Ryan, got to know him. And Joe, of course, among the million things that he did to give back to this community, would do his sports column as well. And several times he was nice enough to include me in there. I don't know what, there was a publication of a book or something else. And you'd be shocked. Like, I would get like 15 copies in the mail from fellow Romans, like who had seen it and so forth. So it just, again, I thought it spoke to the sense of community that I've always felt. And I told Carl Eilenberg long ago that, I left Rome, probably 40 some odd years ago, but Rome never left me. And again, I think so much of the successes of the people that we're going to meet today and tonight and so forth, so much of it has to do with that sense of community, that we all had people here who saw something in us that maybe we didn't see in ourselves and pushed us to be better. Coach Evans clearly is one of those people in my life, even though he would call me Poison Pen later on when I got into the sports writing business or whatever. He was joking, I think. No, I learned so much. I learned more baseball from him in 1 year than I had learned, my entire life. And I see things that he did that now, through covering, major league players and World Series and so forth, that he was ahead of them in terms of understanding the nuances and so forth of the game. But beyond that, with Coach Evans, Coach Myslinski, Coach Bruce, Coach Hoke, and so many others, Coach Weed. These guys taught us lessons, and I'm sure we're going to hear some of these stories tonight from some of the inductees, but taught us lessons that went well beyond the football field, the diamond, the hockey rink, the basketball court, you name it. They gave us life lessons that, I still employ today. So I'm really thrilled and honored, and I've told Bill Fleet and Dave Sparaglia that Spirali, I always mispronounce his name, I apologize, that anything I can do to help, I will. Particularly this museum, and I'm so proud of this. And the other thing, and I'm going to go into this a little bit more detail tonight, is you don't realize what you have here, okay? I'm in Rochester. We've got more than 1 million people. We have nothing like this. I've tried for 20, 25 years. Like I said, my hometown puts you to shame. Syracuse has nothing like this. Buffalo has nothing like this. Albany, New York City. So this is something to be very, very proud of here. And I would just encourage you all to support it in any way you can, because this is rare. This really is. And it does speak to that sense of community that I talked about. So I hope that, you will get the word out, donate if you can, and, not just money, but also items that can be put on display here. Maybe we can get these guys to even expand it, make this thing even bigger or whatever, somewhere down the road. But and get other people to come and support it as well, because I think it's kind of a hidden gem. I know people, I come back to Rome, visit friends, and hey, I've never been there. I go, come on, it's not that far. Drive down there, go down there. You'll be shocked, and you'll be thrilled at just, how many remarkable people have come from our little hometown here and gone on to big and better things. I want to start out today. Senator Joe Griffo is kind enough to be here, and he's got many other obligations, but he took some time. And so I want to have him be the leadoff hitter so I don't get him in trouble with his wife or whatever and his family or whatever. So Senator Griffo, please come up, good friend of mine.
Thank you, Scott. It's a pleasure to be with all of you today. And Scott, you hung out with DiCaprio and Cacciatore and Nisi and Peluso, and you still can't pronounce Italian names? Coach Evans called you Poison Pen. I can't even begin to say in this mixed company what he calls me. And isn't it great to see the former state champion Rome Catholic Red Wing hockey coach wearing orange?
Bill Fleet, that's why we got you in orange, Coach.
Well, it's really an honor and pleasure to be with all of you today, and congratulations to Randy and Kelvin and JR and Phyllis and Mike and to the Ryan family. So it's an honor to be with all of you, because I can tell you something about each of the individuals, some more than others that I've been closer to. The Ryans are like an extended family to me. I know this is a bittersweet day, but it's really an opportunity to remember, commemorate, and to honor somebody who meant so much, not only to the family, but to all of us. And to all of the other individuals, we always talked about Rome being this special place. And I think it's because of all of you. It's because of the volunteers here at the Rome Sports Hall of Fame, the coaches who are assembled here today. I know we're recognizing, I believe, the 1981 football team too. So congratulations to them. And it's just an honor to be with all of you, because not only do you care about your community, but you care about your fellow human beings. And all of those who are being honored today have made that difference. I think the greatest credit and tribute that we can pay to anybody is not so much the titles, the accolades, and the awards. They're great. But have you made a difference in your community, and have you touched other people's lives in a positive way? And today I can say to all of you, you've done that. And to me, that's one of the greatest things. The poet Emerson once wrote that the greatest gift is a portion of oneself you've given of yourselves, not only through your exceptional athletic talent and skills, but also in what you've done in service to others in your community. So for that, congratulations. God bless you. I'm not going to read these resolutions. There's a resolution for everyone that has been honored today. The significance of this is that it was passed unanimously in Albany, and that doesn't happen often. We don't agree on much in Albany. So this resolution will be handed to all of you at the banquet tonight. Congratulations, and as long as you're in their company of all the honorees today and they have this, you can do whatever you want in New York State. Congratulations, God bless you.
Thank you, Senator. We have a flag here, an American flag that was donated by Dwayne and Phyllis Nemai. And since this is the home of the author of the Pledge of Allegiance, I think we should say the Pledge of Allegiance now. So if you could please stand. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you so much. All right, let's start off now, the fun part. We're going to present some awards here, and we're going to start with the Frank Clark Service Award. The Frank Clark Service Awards are named after Frank Clark, a man who was a longtime member of the Hall of Fame Board of Directors and was active in numerous community organizations. And I want to start out by presenting first Tim Hogan. Tim, unfortunately, is not going to be able to be at the dinner tonight, so we're going to present him with his plaque right now. So, Tim, if you could please come up. Tim Hogan is being honored with a Rome Sports Hall of Fame Service Award for his contribution on and off the ice to Rome youth hockey. His love of the game began as a young boy in Clinton and continued throughout his high school years. In college, he played on the JV hockey team as a goalie. From 1985 to 2005, he participated as a coach for the Rome Youth Hockey Association at all levels, from beginners to midgets. Prior to moving to Rome, he was involved in other youth hockey associations in central New York. He was also a past president and board member of RYHA. On the ice, Tim had a very animated style of coaching. He enjoyed the excitement on the players' faces when they scored their first goal, assist, or shutout or win. It was always about working hard, achieving to get better, and having fun. He also volunteers his professional services to many organizations in Rome and surrounding areas. These include St. Mary's Church, Transfiguration Church, St. Peter's Lutheran Church, Bell Tower, Vernon Central Gazebo and Pavilion, Madison County BOCES Sugar Shack, 9/11 Remembrance Rendering for the Rome Police and Fire Memorial Park, assistance to the Rotary Club with the relocation of the cargo plane at Griffiths Technology Park, and Tun Tavern Leathernecks Memorial in Boonville. Tim is a strong advocate of childhood empowerment. He supports activities for the Bobby Page Memorial Foundation. The mission of the organization is to make dreams of kids come true. He's a graduate of Clinton High School and Clarkson College of Technology. Since 2001, he has been mentoring high school and college students who are pursuing engineering or architectural degrees. Tim was a Clinton Comet fan and continues to be an avid youth and Utica Comets hockey fan. Congratulations, Tim. Our next honoree is Terry Call. Terry is being awarded the Service Award for the dedication and devotion extended to the Cub Scouts, Rome National Little League, Rome Youth Hockey Association, and Rome Catholic Junior and Senior High School. Terry's a native Roman who has always been active in her community. Terry started volunteer work at the request of Julius Perillo, the principal of Columbus School, when the school's Cub Scout troop could not find a den leader. In addition to many years as the troop leader, she organized the Camp Kingsley Cub Scout Summer Day Camp. A longtime association with the National Little League began with the family's two sons, Joe and John, playing baseball. In addition to serving on the board of directors, Terry managed the league's concession stand. For the course of each year's entire season, there was hardly a night that she was not at the field. Her work with the league lasted long after both boys had finished their Little League careers. In the winter, the boys joined ice hockey. The Rome Youth Hockey Organization needed strong volunteers to help with the largest youth hockey program in the area. Terry stepped up and contributed immensely to help this organization succeed. She was elected to the board of directors along with being a team manager for 2 teams. Always up to the challenge, she accepted the position of association scheduler. Not an easy job, believe me. This position coordinates the game and practice ice times for all the teams in the program. With her sons enrolled in the Rome Catholic schools, more important service work took place. The school was looking to fill a position of president of the Rome Catholic Junior Senior High School Sports Booster Club. Terry stepped up and did another great job. While performing these different tasks, she still found time to serve as a timekeeper for the Rome Grizzly hockey games and Rome Free Academy contests. This caring and giving individual has given a lifetime serving the youth of Rome. Terry Call is now retired from the Rome City School District, where she worked for 38 years as a teacher's assistant. Please welcome Terry Call and congratulate her. She will be receiving her plaque tonight at the dinner. Our next award is going to go to the Ellie Bruce Exceptional Team of Excellence Award. It is sponsored by Ellie Bruce. And Ellie, could you stand up or wave? There she is. She's also manning a camera right now, always working on behalf of the Rome Sports Hall of Fame. Ellie is one of the founders of the Rome Sports Hall of Fame. She's a dedicated, long-time member of the board of directors. And she's been sponsoring this award for a number of years. This year's Bruce Award winner is RFA's 1981 state championship football team. Guys, you want to stand up? Come on up. We got a bunch of the players here. Guys, Coach Tom Hoke, whom many of us played for, he's not able to be with us tonight, guys, but he did send us a few comments, and here they are from Coach Hoke. Please know that I am saddened not to be there to celebrate this award to the 1981 football team. My health is not the greatest, but I have no regrets because all my life I loved what I did, coaching and teaching students to become disciplined, hard workers, to excel in sports, and carry on these traits later in life. Thank you to the Hall of Fame, Carl Eilenberg, Bill Fleet, Ray Tarkowski, Mike Bradelato, Scott Parsons, to name a few, for all your help. Remember to love what you do now in life because you may never get a second chance. Coach Hoke. Now, Coach Hoke had asked that Black Knight's longtime PA announcer and statistician extraordinaire Ray Tarkowski and Mike Badelato to represent the team. And I don't think Ray is here. We'll probably hear from him tonight. But I was wondering if Mike, if you could come up and reminisce maybe a little bit about that great football team, in which right now we're hanging the plaque here with the other exceptional teams of excellence. So. Yeah. There you go.
I didn't really have much prepared. I didn't know I'd be doing this, but I will say this, that if you talk to anyone who's ever played RFA football, we'll all say that our team was the best. Right? And we all believe it. What we really did was just pass the baton from those who came before us to those who are coming after us, just to keep that tradition of excellence and success alive. And I thought we did it well. I thought those who came before us and those who came after us did it as well. So all I can say is that we had a group of players who were selfless with a common goal, and that was to win. To get to the Dome and to make everyone proud. We had great coaches, the best fans you could ask for, great players, and that's all I can really say is that, we We were just part of a long line of great teams, but we were the best. Thank you.
It's now our pleasure to introduce this year's inductees to the Rome Sports Hall of Fame. I'm going to be announcing you in alphabetical order, or as one Bills coach once said, I want you guys to line up according to height in alphabetical order. We don't want that. We just want you in alphabetical order here, your surname, okay? And after I call your name, you can come up to receive your plaque from the executive director of the hall, Dave Spiralia. Did I get it right, Dave? Okay. So leading off alphabetically, our first inductee is Kelvin Griggs. And Kelvin looks like he could still play, let me tell you. Kelvin is widely admired as one of the best three-sport athletes ever to play at Rome Free Academy. The 1986 graduate made All-State his senior year in football and also excelled in basketball and track. After a year of championship basketball with Herkimer Community College, he transferred to Redwood Community College in Eureka, California, where he twice earned All-American honors in football and set records in the javelin and triple jump. He earned a full scholarship to Washington State, where he garnered Pac-10 Player of the Week honors as a receiver 3 times and was named captain while playing on a team quarterbacked by future NFL star Drew Bledsoe. He spent several years playing professionally in the Canadian Football League before embarking on a highly successful coaching career. He credits his mom and coaches Stan Evans, Tom Hoke, Don Bruce, and Tom Myslinski for instilling in him the values of a good work ethic and persistence. Please join me in welcoming Kelvin Griggs into the Rome Sports Hall of Fame. Our next inductee is Phyllis Nemai. Phyllis? A graduate of Croton Harmon High School and SUNY Cortland and a 3-sport athlete in field hockey, basketball, and softball, Phyllis was hired by the Rome School District as an elementary school physical education teacher. This is where she was introduced to gymnastics, the sport where she would make her coaching mark. In 1984, Phyllis was named RFA's varsity gymnastics coach, and during her 13 seasons, the Black Knights compiled an impressive 98-61 record, including a sterling 51-7 record in league matches. Her teams won 7 league championships, posted 7 undefeated seasons, and she coached 23 individual section champions. She also coached the Central Empire State Games team for 10 years and teamed with another Hall of Famer, Jill Broderick Henderson, to operate Valley Gymnastics for 30 years. In retirement, she has kept her hand in her sport as a highly respected official, working meets in both New York and Florida. Please join me in welcoming Phyllis Nemai to the Rome Sports Hall of Fame. Our next inductee is Mike Orbinati. Accepting on his behalf is his daughter, Mary Orbinati Murphy. Born and raised in Rome, Mike was an outstanding football player at Rome Free Academy during the mid-1940s and was named captain of the 1947 team. His prowess earned him a football scholarship to St. Bonaventure University, where he was a teammate of Ted Marchibroda, who would gain fame as an NFL coach. Mike went on to have a highly successful football coaching career at Cardinal Mindszenty High School in Dunkirk, New York, as well as at Westfield High and Utica Proctor. While at Cardinal Mindszenty, Mike developed the hurry-up offense, which he later shared with Ted Marchibroda, who employed it while serving as an offensive coordinator during the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl years. And as a little aside, I still remember vividly before Super Bowl 25 when I was covering the Buffalo Bills, I was in the lobby. I got to know Ted Marchibroda really well. He's just a great, great guy. And there is Mike Orbinati, and we connected with our Rome connections, our Central New York connections, and so forth. And I remember just sitting with your dad and with Ted Marchibroda, and these guys just talking football and talking old times at Bonaventure. It was just a great, great time to be around those guys. And Ted had gone out of his way to make sure that your dad was there to take in some of the glory of this Super Bowl run of the Buffalo Bills. After Mike's death, his family established a college scholarship in his memory at Proctor High School. It's called the Michael J. Orbinati Scholarship, and it's also known as the Run to the Whistle Award. And any of us who have played sports know the meaning of that. It means you give your all until you hear the whistle. And that's who Mike Orbinati was. So it goes to a player who gives all he has on every play, just like Mike did. Please join me in welcoming Mary Orbinati Murphy to hang her father's plaque here as an official member of the Rome Sports Hall of Fame. Our next inductee is J.R. Purrington. J.R., where are you? I haven't seen you in a while. There he is. You know, I talk about intersections, between me and some of these award winners, and we had our own intersection when I was working for the Utica Observer-Dispatch and Daily Press, covering that marvelous run to the state championship that J.R. obviously played a huge role in. He no doubt, he had many, many big moments on a hockey rink, but none bigger than in March 1984, when he assisted on a goal with 6 seconds remaining in regulation to send the game into overtime. And then he scored the winning goal that gave Bill Fleet's Rome Catholic High School team the New York State Championship. Yes. You had your Michael Ruzioni moment there. JR wound up graduating from RCH in 1984 as the school's all-time leading scorer with 133 goals and 98 assists. This Gretzkyan. He's also, in addition to being the top scorer among RCH players, he's also the top scorer among all Romans to play high school hockey in this city. And that's really saying something given the talent that's come out of this town. So please join me in welcoming J.R. Purrington to the Rome Sports Hall of Fame. There are several of his teammates here from that championship team, including Pat Monaghan. Pat, so if all you guys could stand up. Oh, there they are. They're standing up. Okay. Now, which one is Pat Monaghan? Because it's been a long time. Pat, I remember, my mind's not totally gone. Guys, you can come here and get your photos taken if you want to. But Pat Monaghan, you know, you guys like won this championship on St. Patrick's Day, correct? And my lead in that Sunday morning paper for the Utica Observer-Dispatch was how appropriate this was that on St. Patrick's Day, a guy like Patrick Monaghan would be, you know. And it was his birthday, too. Congratulations, JR. Pretty cool to be able to share that with your teammates and stuff. That's a great moment. And your parents. Our next inductee is Joe Ryan. And accepting on his behalf is going to be his son, Brendan. Brendan? Well, I guess all the sons can go up in daughter, too. Brendan will be speaking on Joe's behalf tonight. The quote, "You've got to give back," was a phrase that Joe Ryan repeated often, and it was a phrase that Joe lived by. After graduating from Westmoreland High School, where he starred in basketball, and 2 years at SUNY Cobleskill, Joe was drafted in the Army and sent to Vietnam, where he served as an armored personnel carrier. Joe was the oldest boy and second oldest of 14 children, born to Joe Ryan Sr. and Clara Kess. He wound up marrying Nancy Nunn and coached his boys and hundreds of other kids in youth basketball and baseball. He also ran a successful business, served as president of the Rome Catholic High Boosters Club, coached at St. Peter's and RCH, helped bring a national hoops tournament to Rome, served as a board member for the Rome Sports Hall of Fame and the Rome Chamber of Commerce, was president of the Rome United Way, was Grand Knight of the Knights of Columbus, and was president of the Kiwanis Club. Yeah, just a few things he did, right? He also somehow found time to play and coach in the Black River Basketball League, which was highly competitive, and write a weekly sports column, which isn't easy, I can tell you. And he would use that column to highlight positive things among Rome athletes, coaches, officials, and so forth. And as I mentioned, anybody who was mentioned in that column was most appreciative to your dad. Please join me in welcoming the Ryan clan here, who will be hanging their dad's deserving plaque here at the Rome Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Before we get to our last inductee, I just want to speak a little bit about a great idea that the Rome Sports Hall of Fame came up with this year. We have over on this table here these little journals, okay, blank pages and so forth, for each of the inductees. And we would like you, when you get a chance, because we've got a lot of time here, afterwards you can mingle about and check out the museum and so forth, but share your thoughts, memories, can be elaborate, can be brief, whatever you'd like, but I know that these will be wonderful keepsakes to have for each of the inductees and stuff. So if you could please go over this table here and afterwards please share some of your memories, because I know each of the inductees would really, really appreciate this. Okay. Talked about personal connections, and it's a great pleasure for me with our next inductee, because I've seen him today for like the first time in a half century, or close to a half century. It's been that long. Our final inductee is Randy Williams. Randy? Again, he's someone I'm quite familiar with because I had the pleasure of playing varsity baseball with him at Rome Free Academy when he was a junior and I was a senior. When we won the Central Oneida League Championship, and should have won the Section 3 championship, but we had some problems there at MacArthur Stadium. Corcoran, wasn't it, Randy? Yeah. We made a few errors that day. We didn't play our best game or whatever, but it was a heck of a season and a lot of fun. I think we had to play New Hartford that year 5 times because of rainouts. You know how things get here, like you play every day toward the end of the season and so forth. But it was a lot of fun. And I can vouch that, you know, Randy was the epitome of the scholar athlete. He won the Black Block R Award in both soccer and baseball his senior year. It's pretty phenomenal to win it in 2 sports like that. And he wound up going to Hamilton College, which many of you know is one of the most prestigious and demanding academic institutions in the nation. Randy continued to excel on the soccer pitch and baseball diamond, and even occasionally kicked for the team. Did you punt or kick? Kicked for the football team at Hamilton College. So he's a 3-sport athlete at Hamilton College, besides carrying that incredible course load. And after graduating from Hamilton, he went to the University of Law School, where he graduated from there and became a respected judge in Indiana. In his spare time, he also became a highly successful youth soccer coach. Please join me in welcoming Randy Williams to the Rome Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Randy. Okay, that pretty much concludes the formal part of our program here. And tonight, we'll do this all over again in greater detail, and we'll get to hear from the inductees. And we also will be honoring a number of local sports personalities, high school and beyond. So we'll see you this evening. Take care. I don't know about that. Stumble. Thank you, sir. Thanks for all your help.
I wasn't sure. I just, yeah, we're good. Yeah. I'm gonna eat some. I'll dress up with steak.